Ramily, listen up right now because the walls of SoFi are shaking, and the entire NFL media is losing their minds over what just went down in our front office. We just got the word that Matthew Stafford is officially staying home with a massive extension, and while we are all celebrating our legend, the national talking heads are already trying to tear us down. They are calling our draft strategy a disaster, but they do not understand the vision we have. We are building a tribe here. Hit subscribe, join the 3,000 strong, and comment your city below. Let us get right into the fire because the news that Matthew Stafford just signed his extension before OTAs has sent shockwaves through the league. This is our guy, the man who brought the Lombardi back to the City of Angels, and seeing him locked in for 2026 feels like a dream come true for every real fan in this building. But wait, because as soon as the ink dried on Stafford's deal, the critics started screaming about our rookie Ty Simpson. The national media is literally tripping over themselves, asking why in the world we would draft a quarterback like Ty Simpson if we were just going to turn around and extend Matthew Stafford anyway. They look at the salary cap and the surplus value, and they think they found a glitch in the system, but they are completely missing the heart of what Les Snead and Sean McVay are cooking up in that war room. They think it is a contradiction, but for us, it is a masterpiece of planning. When you look at Matthew Stafford, you see a warrior who has given everything to this shield, a man who played through back injuries and took hits that would have sidelined anyone else, and we owe it to him to let him lead this team as long as he has the fire. But the front office has to think about the day the fire finally goes out. They are looking at Ty Simpson as the heir to the throne, the kid with the raw talent who gets the rarest gift in the modern NFL, which is time. The media wants instant gratification, and they want to see every first-round talent on the field by week 1, or they call it a bust. It is honestly ridiculous how they refuse to see the stability we are creating. Do you really want to be like those other franchises who scramble for a savior when their legend hangs it up? Or do you want the security of knowing the future is already in the building? This is about the legacy of the Rams. What do you think about management prioritizing the future while taking care of our veteran leader today? Is this the ultimate power move, or are you still feeling that confusion the media is trying to sell us? The reality is that the media's confusion about the Ty Simpson pick is actually more perplexing than the pick itself because the plan has been explained over and over again until we are blue in the face. It feels like they are just refusing to understand at this point because a logical plan does not generate enough clicks for their shows. They see the Stafford extension, and they act shocked as if this was not the plan from the very beginning of the offseason. Let me tell you the raw truth that they do not want you to focus on. Extending Matthew Stafford does not change the timeline for Ty Simpson one bit. The plan was always to keep our veteran general and bring in the young gun to learn behind him. It is that simple. The media and most fans look at the draft through a tiny 1 or 2 year lens because they need talking points for tomorrow morning. But a professional front office like ours has to look through a 3 to 5 year lens if they want to stay at the top of the mountain. They are not worried about who is taking snaps in 2026 as much as they are worried about the health of the franchise in 2029. It is hard for people to care about what happens years from now when the only thing that matters is the scoreboard this Sunday. But that is exactly why we have been more successful than almost everyone else lately. We are not playing checkers while the rest of the league is playing chess. We are playing a completely different game. They see a wasted pick, but we see an insurance policy for the most important position in all of sports. They want to argue about groupthink and follow the same old boring narrative that you should only draft a quarterback if you are desperate and dying. We are not desperate, and we are certainly not dying. We are a Super Bowl contender that just got stronger and more stable. Why is it so hard for them to grasp that we can win now and prepare for later at the same time? It honestly feels like they want us to fail just so they can say they were right about the draft value. But we know better than to listen to the noise outside our stadium. I have some inside information that will really put this into perspective for you because a team source recently told ESPN something that should shut down the doubters forever. They said the Rams would actually consider it a massive win if Ty Simpson never even starts a single game before the end of his rookie contract. Let that sink in for a second. We are so loaded and so confident in our current path that we are perfectly happy letting a talent like Simpson develop in the shadows while Stafford continues to dominate the league. We were in such a unique position heading into this draft because we honestly did not have any massive immediate needs that required us to reach for a starter. People are screaming for us to have taken a wide receiver like Mekhi Lemon, but where would he even play? He would be a third option at best on this roster. They wanted us to grab an offensive tackle or a guard at pick 13, but that player would have been sitting on the bench as a backup anyway. And where exactly would a guy like Ruben Bain fit into our current defensive rotation? If this team loses its chance at a Super Bowl because of a third-string wide receiver, then we have much bigger problems to worry about. We already went out and fixed our biggest holes when we traded for Trent McDuffie and signed Jalen Watson in free agency. Everyone with eyes knew our secondary was the priority, and the front office handled that in the most aggressive and brilliant way possible. We built a wall in the defensive backfield, and we secured our veteran leadership on offense. So when it came time to pick at the top of the draft, we had the luxury of looking at the long game. We chose to invest in the soul of the team rather than a luxury piece that might not even see the field. It is a bold strategy, and it shows a level of confidence that should make every other team in the NFC absolutely terrified of what we are building here. We are not just looking for a spark, we are building a bonfire that is going to burn for the next decade. Seriously, I feel like I am losing my mind watching these analysts ignore the simple math of the NFL. Think about this fact for a moment. Every single year, the average number of starting quarterbacks who actually make it through all 17 games is only 11. That is it. Only 11 guys stay healthy for the whole ride. Matthew Stafford missed time in 2023, and he was almost on the shelf last year with that back injury. If we are in the middle of a race for the number 1 seed and Stafford has to sit for a week or two, do you want a random journeyman coming in? Or do you want a kid like Ty Simpson who has been soaking up the system and preparing for his moment? It is unbelievable that people think having a high-level backup who can develop into a future star is a bad investment. It keeps us in the hunt, no matter what happens. And look at the alternative. We are all witnessing the absolute nightmare of the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. They are stuck in a total quarterback purgatory ever since Ben Roethlisberger retired because they did not have a plan in place. They are wandering in the desert, and we just made sure that will never happen to us. We know exactly who our leader is now, and we know exactly who it will be when the time comes for a change. Plus, let us be real about the future. By the time 2027 rolls around, we are projected to be winning another Super Bowl. There is no way we would be in a position to draft a top-tier quarterback then. Even if there are 4 great prospects, they will all be gone in the top 15 picks. It would be almost impossible for us to trade up that high without mortgaging our entire future. By taking Ty Simpson in 2026, we saved our 2027 first-round pick to use on another elite veteran or a missing piece to keep the dynasty going. It is a masterclass in roster management that provides us with total flexibility and stability. It might feel like a slow burn right now, but when that transition happens seamlessly, you are going to thank God we made this move today. It is about being a perennial powerhouse instead of a one-hit wonder, and I am all in on this vision. At the end of the day, the news of the Matthew Stafford extension does not make the Ty Simpson pick confusing. It actually makes it legendary. It shows that we are a franchise that refuses to be caught off guard. We are taking care of our legends and protecting our future at the same exact time. We made a long-term bet on the most important position in sports while still keeping a roster that is fully capable of lifting another trophy in February. This is what greatness looks like, and I am tired of the media trying to tell us otherwise. They want to focus on the immediate gratification, but we are focusing on a legacy that will last for generations of Rams fans. This is our time, and this is our team. I want to see the fire in the comments right now. Is this our year to go all the way, or are you worried that the front office is playing too much of the long game? I want to know if you believe in the Simpson plan as much as I do. Are we the smartest team in the room, or are we being let down by a strategy that is too risky? Give me your raw and honest thoughts because we are a community, and your voice matters more than any analyst on television. We are building something special here, and I need you here every step of the way as we march toward another championship. We are stronger together, and this tribe is growing every single day. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already, because we are on a mission to 3,000, and we cannot get there without you. Keep your head high and your horns up, because the future has never looked brighter in Los Angeles. We have the veteran, and we have the kid, and we have the best coaching staff in the world to make it all work. I will see you in the comments. Ram it!